Hey guys, so welcome to this video. It's going to be a combination of kind of like my first appointment with my midwife and also like a 10-week pregnancy update. I'm just going to kind of combine the two. So just made it to my midwife appointment. I'm super anxious. I'm just like, my heart's racing. I'm feeling all that like anxiety feeling, and I think it's just because like I'm 10 weeks pregnant and this is my first appointment. So yeah, just feeling nervous, but also like really excited and eager to meet them and kind of have that first initial like meeting over and feel like I can start building a relationship with my midwives and just feel like this is all very real. So yeah, nervous, but also very ready for it to finally be here. So I'm gonna go in there and we'll see what it's like. I don't even remember what you go over. I'm probably just gonna go over like medical history, and I think you get blood work done that they'll probably send me off to do and stuff like that, but I don't really remember. But yeah, 10 weeks pregnant, first appointment, and I dropped Sammy off at my friend's place. She was really sweet and offered to watch her, and it's the first time I've ever like left Sammy anywhere, so that even added to my anxiety. Just like, I trust her 100% with where she is, and like I know she's gonna be fine and she's gonna have fun. It's more just like me, mama's heart. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just dropped my baby off for a play date. What is happening? So anyway, I'm gonna head into my appointment now and I'll tell you guys how it went after. What? That's so cool.
Looks like a tiny little ball.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that. It's moving, it's waving. Your baby's waving at you and kicking.
Oh my goodness, it's so tiny.
Oh, what are you doing? So head, right?
Okay.
Arm, leg.
Wow, it is moving a lot.
Yeah, this is a busy baby. There we go. Beautiful. 160. Perfect.
Cool.
That is a happy, healthy baby.
Oh my gosh, I just had my appointment and I got to see the little peanut. They have an ultrasound machine there. So she's like, oh, I can just show you your whole ultrasound if you want. Baby was moving so much. The heartbeat was like, or heart rate was like 165. I am so convinced. I think it's girls that usually have the higher heartbeat. Honestly, guys, if we have another girl. But it was moving so much. Like it was waving its little hands around. That was so precious because I was not expecting that at all. That was such a positive experience. Super nice. I'm so excited now. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm so bittersweet. 1 minute. It was obviously really bittersweet, like Rodolfo not being able to come because he would have just been able to see the baby, but it was so awesome. And I'm like all set up for my appointments. I feel like so much better just like knowing there is a little baby in there growing happy and healthy. Oh my gosh, that was such a special little surprise getting to see the baby. So now I have a lot of blood work to go do, which is always fun, but yeah. Let me see if I can call Rodolfo.
Hi, you reached Rodolfo.
Oh, okay, he must be in meetings. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna go pick up Sammy and head home. Oh, I'm just so excited. I'm so giddy. And I'm terrified. We're gonna have 2 babies, holy crap. Okay. So exciting. Yeah.
All right.
Did they give you an ultrasound?
Look.
That's your baby.
Oh my gosh. What? That's so cool. We got like they have an ultrasound machine. It was moving,
awesome.
It was waving.
It's moving, it's waving. Your baby's waving at you and kicking.
Oh my goodness, it's so tiny. Can you see it?
Barely.
It does appear to be just one baby. Yes.
The little one, that little thing. It's like moving so much.
It's a little dinosaur.
Yeah, you can
That's so
totally
cute.
see it. Okay, so it has been 2 days since I had my first midwife appointment and ended up actually having my first ultrasound, which was such a pleasant surprise. I didn't know that they had an ultrasound machine there, so when she offered and was like, hey, like we have a machine if you want me to give you an ultrasound, I was like, yes, please. Like I would love to see this little peanut. So that was really special. So now I'm just gonna kind of continue this video, and it's gonna be like my 10-week pregnancy update. So today let me just pull up my app here, and I use 2 apps. I used these last pregnancy too, and I really liked them. So the first one is Pregnancy Plus, and the next one is What to Expect. So I really like both of them, but I'm gonna go off this one. So I'm 10 weeks and 3 days pregnant. So I was like exactly 10 weeks, or like 10 weeks in 1 day when I had my very first appointment, which was crazy to me. It just felt like a really long time, but at the same time it's been nice because it's made the first trimester feel like it went by so fast. Like the fact that I'm already at 10 weeks feels really crazy to me. So that's kind of a pro, is that I just kind of was like not thinking too much about it or anything, and now it's like, okay, cool, we're almost at the end of the first trimester. So baby is officially as big as a prune, which is so crazy. When I got to see the little peanut, or I guess the little prune, on the ultrasound, it was moving so much. It was like wiggling around, waving its hands and arms, and it was really, or its hands and arms, like its arms and legs. It was really sweet to see that, and also just like really reassuring. My midwife said that it's really good to see like babies moving around a lot when they're young and stuff. It's always a good sign. So that was really encouraging to see that. I had a moment when they did the heart rate and it was like 165, and I was like, I swear this is another girl. And so that was the first moment where I thought we might be having a girl. Again, I'm so 50-50. That's what I was like with Samantha. Like I was like, I really don't know. It's not like I have this one strong feeling either way. I kind of feel like it could be either, but I will say at the ultrasound I definitely was like, I feel like it's another little girl. So we will wait and see. We are finding out, and that will be in November. I already have that booked, and I'm really excited. As far as symptoms, so anything new that's come up since my last pregnancy update, which was at 8 weeks, honestly the worst thing has been like breast tenderness, which is common, but it's gotten like almost worse to the point where nursing is quite painful, and it's actually become really difficult to enjoy nursing Samantha anymore because it's really painful. Obviously, like I'm really sensitive, and then when she's wanting to nurse, she occasionally will like bite me, and it's just not a fun time. But I am wanting to continue nursing her as long as she wants. So right now, if she wants to nurse this entire pregnancy and beyond, I will do what I can. But it has made it a little bit hard. I find especially at nighttime, I'm tired, my body wants just a break and to rest, but Sammy ends up in our bed and just like wants my boob all night. So I'm usually just like constantly sore from breastfeeding. So that's something I'm kind of having to get used to. I don't know if it gets better or if it continues to get worse, or if it's just different for everyone, but that is like the #1 thing I've kind of been struggling with. I've also had just so many I hate this part of pregnancy, but like you get such bad gas, and I just like I have a hard time going to the bathroom, and I hate it. It just sucks. You don't feel super great, you feel bloated. So that's been another thing that I've been dealing with. I've been really trying to get on top of my hydration because I realized that I was not drinking enough water. So now that I'm on top of that, I am noticing a bit of a difference, but it just is one of those things that's just really not fun. Kind of like this like TMI side of pregnancy that just no one talks about, but it's a thing and it's not fun to deal with, and I'm dealing with it. So yeah. Anyway, other things that I've been feeling, I mean, my nausea I thought had gone away, so I actually reduced how much diclexin I was taking, and then I felt awful and I ended up throwing up. So I'm back on it. I only take it morning and night though. I'm not taking the one in the afternoon anymore. I don't feel like I need it. However, I did notice that I do need it first thing in the morning because I am still waking up and needing to eat something right away and to take that to kind of settle my tummy for the day. And then I tried to not take it at night, but that night I was up all night, nauseous, ended up throwing up, woke up just feeling super groggy. So I decided I'm going to continue taking it at night. Right now, I'll give it a couple more weeks and then see how I'm feeling. But yeah, for the most part, just kind of that regular nausea. Some days is worse, some days is better. For the most part, I've been feeling a lot better though, and that's been really, really nice. Also, reducing the diclexin has helped a bit with my exhaustion, especially not taking it right in the middle of the day. I find I have a bit more energy, which is super nice because its side effect is drowsiness. Like they even say don't drive after, but I'm like, I'm literally taking this like multiple times a day. How am I not supposed to drive for anything? So it's kind of crazy. but it makes sense why I was so tired, because I was taking it morning, afternoon, and evening. So now I'm just taking it morning and evening, and in the evening it kind of helps me go to bed anyway, and I sleep super well, so that's been a bonus. Another thing that I've kind of been struggling with is actually trying to figure out Samantha's schedule. When Sammy was a newborn, I had no idea what I was doing. I got really overwhelmed around baby sleep. And because of that, I just kind of tried out a lot of different things, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And now I'm really starting to feel like I need this girl to just sleep a little bit better, because I know how important sleep is for me. And if I don't have this when we have 2 babies, I'm going to burn out so fast, and that's not a good place. I can't be burnt out. I can't be a mom if I'm burnt out. It's not healthy for me or for anyone, and I and my family deserve better. So I have really been trying to implement new things. We're just trying out things at this point. Right now she does go to sleep in her crib independently, and then she usually ends up in our bed, which I don't mind, but I do need her to go to bed in her crib so I have some time in the evening. Naps are a whole other thing, and it's been a huge struggle, so that's what I'm currently working on. If you guys have any tips or anything, please message me on Instagram or write them in the comments below, because I just am like, if I have 2 babies that don't nap, I don't know how I'm going to survive. Like, I need some time in my day to breathe and kind of break it up a little bit. So that's been really hard. But I'm just really trying to kind of set myself up. And I know we still have months and months to go, but these things take time, especially with kids. So I am just trying to be mindful of that and be like, okay, how is a newborn coming into our routine going to look? What do I maybe need to change about our routine? And just different things like that to try and ease the transition as much as I can. At the end of the day, I know it's probably gonna be a gong show and it's gonna be a crazy adjustment period, but I'm just gonna do what I can, little things, so that I can maybe make my life a little bit easier where I can. Besides that, I honestly don't have a lot of the signs on here. They say round ligament pain. I have not felt that yet, thank goodness. That's awful. Visible veins, I didn't get that last pregnancy. I don't see it yet. Faintness or dizziness, don't really feel that. Occasional headaches, no. Bloating and gas, yes. Heartburn and indigestion, not really. Food cravings and aversions, yes. I'll occasionally have like a craving and I'll just be like, I really need this right now. Sometimes it's at a random time of the night. It's been nothing weird. It's usually like pasta or like something random like that I'm just like, I need right now. Like, I'll get up before we're in bed, about to fall asleep, and I'm like, I need ramen noodles, so I have to go make it. Sorry, there's a lot of construction going on around us. And then fatigue. Yeah, fatigue is still very much a thing, but I do feel a lot better, and I think it's just like being able to drink more water and feeling less nauseous does help with that. So those are kind of all of the new things that have happened. I am so excited, honestly, like getting to see baby and having my first midwife appointment. They were amazing. I have 3 midwives, so I only met one of them so far. She was super nice, super kind, and I just got a really good vibe from her, and I just felt like this is going to be a wonderful fit, and I'm really excited because I was nervous about having to have a whole new provider this time and kind of go through that trust, and you are basically going through the most vulnerable experience of your life with this person, and so it's really important for me to feel like I have a connection and a relationship with them, and that at the end of the day they're someone that I'm going to feel safe with and comfortable with. We also had the discussion of, as you guys know, I do take antidepressants, and she was really able to explain what that can look like in pregnancy, and that was really interesting for me because obviously I wasn't on these when I was pregnant with Samantha. So there's some things in the 3rd trimester I might try to do. I'll keep you guys updated, but basically having these things in your body can sometimes cause minor side effects for your baby. Nothing like bad or anything, but it can just be something to keep in mind. And so because of that, she also did say that she does recommend the hospital birth, which was my original plan, was to have baby number 2 in a hospital, probably the same one as last time, just our local hospital. And she did say because of that, and also because of my blood type and Rodolfo's blood type, if our baby is the opposite blood type of me, we have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Thankfully, Samantha wasn't. So it's just better, I think, because of certain things in my pregnancy that we go to the hospital. So we will be having a hospital birth. I also just feel really confident. Being in a medical center, hospitals have never been a negative place for me. I mean, Sammy's birth was really traumatic, but I felt safe in the fact that I was in the hospital, and nothing about the hospital made it traumatic. So yeah, I'm honestly just really excited. I feel like more prepared this time with my second pregnancy and everything. Obviously it could be totally different and I don't know what's gonna come up, but I just feel less anxious and less worried this time. And it's kind of like, okay, like I don't have an appointment for 5 weeks. I feel totally fine with that. My first pregnancy, like because of COVID, the appointments are spread out longer, but if that had been the case with Sammy, I think I would have been a lot more anxious between my appointments because that felt like a really long amount of time. But now I just feel kind of like I know my body. I know if something was wrong. I feel confident in knowing when I would call my midwife or go to the hospital or tell them I need a checkup or something. I just feel a lot more confident in that, in knowing my body, knowing a bit what's normal and what's not normal during pregnancy. So that's been a really nice feeling, just to feel more confident in knowing my body and also like how it handled pregnancy last time, so I can see like similarities and different things. But yeah, that is basically everything. I will end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to come along to my first midwife appointment, getting to see baby. That was a really sweet surprise. If you guys are enjoying these pregnancy updates, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I would love if you subscribe. I am a mom to a 14-month-old daughter, and obviously I am 10 weeks pregnant with baby number 2. So we're just really excited for this next chapter of our lives. But that's everything new as of right now. And yeah, I'll be back with another update in a couple weeks. But thank you guys so much for watching.
I wouldn't say I was flashy. I wouldn't say I was rich. You wouldn't leave here right now with me. Instead of that fool you came